Celtic created history tonight for themselves in the brand new format of the UEFA Champions League. They've done something that they've never done before. They won in the opening Champions League fixture, and they done it in style. We have 5-1 thumping of Slovan Bratislava. Welcome back, guys. Son of Scotland TV. I am going to cover all the Scottish European games this season. Doesn't matter whether it's Champions League, Europa League, or even that tiny diddy third competition known as the Europa Conference League. We're here to talk about it because Scottish football matters, the Scottish coefficient matters, and tonight Celtic matter. They put Slovan to the sword. Some people were expecting a tricky game. I thought Celtic would win. I didn't expect them to win this comfortably. I thought that maybe it would be tough to break Slovan down, but in fact it was the complete opposite. The Slovan defence, they melt it like butter, man. They just weren't good enough. Dyson Maeda was that hot knife. He was cutting through them in the first half. Kuhn in the second half down the right-hand side. Kuhn and Alistair Johnson linking up. I mean, Bratislava, they had no answers. It was 5-1, but honestly, man, Celtic could have got close to double figures tonight. It really, really was one-way traffic. And you know what? Slovan did have their moments going forward, and maybe Celtic weren't as good at the back as they were up front, but this was a really good performance, and I would say this is I think this is the best Brendan Rodgers performance since he returned to Celtic. I would go as far as saying that. I mean, it was a really good win. They're currently sitting second now in the Champions League format. The new table here out of 36 teams are currently in second place. I mean, who knows at this point? Everyone's saying aim for the playoffs. If Celtic can play like this, if they can keep delivering these type of performances in Europe, who's to say that they can't maybe set their eyes on the top 8? But, you know, let's get into it. Celtic get the opening goal. It was Dyson Maeda. He got a header from a corner that to give Celtic a 1. Oh, sorry, not Dyson Maeda, Liam Scales. I don't know how I've got Maeda and Scales mixed up, but, I mean, it happens, I guess. Engels with the assist, Scales with the goal. And you know what? Scales started tonight, and I'm glad he started tonight because he deserves it. You know, people saying Trusty coming in, that's Scales going to lose his spot in the team. Honestly, for me, I think Trusty has to earn it. Not only do I think Trusty has to earn his spot and prove he's better than Scales, I actually think Scales this season has been better than Carter Vickers, and he got a goal tonight. It finished 1-0 in the first half, but honestly, man, it could have been more. Vladimir Feist was trying, the former Rangers man. This game obviously meant a lot to him, which shows you how much the Old Firm derby means. But he just wasn't. He was trying too hard, I think. I mean, he was being very greedy on the ball. He made the wrong choices. He did have an opportunity to score, and Slovan in the first half did break through Celtic's defence a few times, but they just couldn't capitalise. Didn't really have the quality in front of the goals, and it did finish 1-0 at the break. Celtic second half, Kyogo Furuhashi gets a goal straight away. Kuhn crosses it in. It's Kyogo gets it home 2-0. I mean, literally just, I think he hits it in with like abdomen in the 47th minute to make it 2-0. A penalty then to Celtic. I don't think there was much contact, but I guess when you kick a player in the box and you don't win the ball, then it's probably always going to be a penalty. So Engels put it home the way he did against Hearts, really. Pretty much identical penalty. 3-0. We then got Dyson Maeda making it 4-0. And at this point, well, actually, no, Dyson Maeda didn't make it 4-0. I mean, honestly, you'd have thought I watched this game 10 years ago. Literally, it was only 10 minutes ago. It was Fimer. Fimer made it 3-1, and this was the best goal of the night for sure. Celtic may have scored 5, but Celtic had the quantity of goals, but Slovan Bratislava had the quality. This was a great strike for Fimer. Now, I think it did flick off the head of Carter Vickers, but honestly, it barely changed the direction of the ball, and I still believe it was going in without that little flick there. It was a great strike for Fimer, made it 3-1, and at this point, maybe Slovan Bratislava, you know, could have got up for it. Maybe they thought there was a way back into it, but Celtic soon shut that down. Dyson Maeda got the 4th goal. Really good finish in the bottom right-hand corner. And again, Celtic were just creating chance after chance after chance, especially down that right-hand side. Whether it was a combination of Kuhn and Alistair Johnson, or even when Kuhn went off and they brought on Forrest, it was Forrest and Johnson just lighting up Slovan down the right-hand side, getting balls in, getting crosses in, and they just couldn't really deal with it. And then the substitute, Adam Adea, gets a 5th goal to make it Celtic 5, Slovan Bratislava 1. Great start for Celtic, great start for Scotland, a big win in terms of the coefficient. And yeah, really, really good start for Celtic in their Champions League campaign. So couldn't ask for much more. Great win for Scotland. Normally Scotland are on the receiver ends of these humpings in Europe, so it was actually nice to see a Scottish team actually win tonight instead of getting tanked by 5-1, because we all know how that feels. We've seen it many, many times in Europe. But nah, tonight Celtic put Slovan to the sword. And if they keep playing like this, I can see them, picking up a lot more wins in this Champions League. And I wouldn't be surprised when they play the likes of Young Boys or Dynamo Zagreb if they can win by a similar scoreline, because they've looked really good tonight. And who knows, maybe even when they play Aston Villa and I believe it's Leipzig they get, maybe there's results in those games for Celtic, because I was impressed tonight, really impressed. Like I said, I think this was Brendan Rodgers' best performance and best result since coming back. For me, anyway, this tops everything. So, good result tonight for Celtic. Now it is on to, I believe, Rangers. They're up next in the Europa League, and then it's Hearts in the Europa Conference League. So, looking forward to it. Hopefully we can continue this trend. Our coefficient is pretty much down in the dumps right now. We do need to try and revive it, and this 5-1 win, I think, will go a long way. Great result tonight, guys, and that is it. Let me know your thoughts, leave your likes, leave your comments down below. I'll catch you in the next one. And yeah, you know what, this new Champions League format, I wasn't really digging it, but we'll give it a chance. It's pretty cool to see a 36-team table, and we'll see how high Celtic can finish up it come the end of the 8 games. Anyway, that's it, guys. Till next time, peace.